Yo, what's going on everybody? Anxiety Offline, back again today for a quick review video. And in this one, we're talking about the Yoskam Blue Bodega water barrier. Got this one recently and I really enjoy it. So I want to talk about it and I got some notes over there on my desk. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so getting into it, this is a really cool piece. It's made by Blue Bodega. They're based out of New York and they sell a lot of really cool graffiti inspired products. So this isn't technically a fingerboard obstacle. This is more meant to just be kind of a canvas desk piece, for graffiti artists to, pass around their friends, have everybody hit it up, and then, go put it somewhere as decoration. But I thought it would be perfect as a fingerboard obstacle because it's the perfect scale for fingerboarding, number one. And yeah, so I've been rocking with it, and I gotta say, it's pretty fun. So I did a little bit of research as I wasn't sure exactly what it was made out of, but it's actually solid resin, and then it seems to be painted from there. So it's nicely detailed as well. There's some decals up here, as well as the one over here, the Blue Bodega Yoskam one more here. And then this tag up here is really cool. Scam did that for me, shout out to him. Looks awesome. And then it has this kind of indentation up here, and then the other side's kind of flat. When it comes to fingerboarding, I like using this side a little bit more, but this side's fun too. It's a little more challenging, but you can definitely do some tricks on there. Alright, so we'll start off with the cons first, and since this thing really isn't technically meant to be a fingerboard obstacle, I wasn't really too hard on it, but a couple things to mention. So like I mentioned earlier, that groove can make some tricks kind of slightly hard. You can get caught up in it sometimes. Trucks just really easily get caught up in there. Another one is this one on top. So my 32mm trucks fit perfectly in there. So if I'm doing like a blunt slide or something like that, I gotta watch out that I gotta stay on the lip and not get caught up in there at all, because sometimes my wheels, trucks will just fall straight in there sometimes. So one thing to keep in mind, it's a really technical, it's not really technical, but it's kind of a more technical obstacle. One other cosmetic thing is the paint does kind of slightly chip. I mean, you gotta remember though, I've been landing on it and grinding on it with these metal trucks and all that, so it's not meant to take that kind of beating, but it's also just one thing to keep in mind as well. It's holding up really well. Just wanted to mention that the paint does chip a little bit. And I gotta say, getting into the pros, this thing stands up surprisingly well. It's just shy of 2 inches wide total. And for being such a tall obstacle, it's kind of on the thinner side. Like, it stands up amazingly. You can do tricks on it all day, and it just doesn't really want to fall over, which is awesome. I do have some foam tape on here to kind of help that, but overall, a lot of that is just due to its actual weight, kind of heft. Also, like I mentioned before, the decals and the tag, very nice details on here. Even in the physical build itself, just all the details are just spot on. It looks exactly like a water barrier you would see on the streets of Manhattan. And being tall and having those grooves in there kind of makes it a more technical, challenging obstacle, but it's super fun to sesh, and very satisfying as well. And it has a nice weight, nice heft, and a lot of that's due to just being the solid resin construction, so it's pretty cool too. It definitely feels very substantial and worth the money. And it's also good to support a small business, like Blue Bodega, so that's awesome too. Alright, that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. Don't forget, I sell my own obstacles at anxietyoffline.com, as well as bushings and other stuff, so check that out. Leave a like, leave a comment, and if you're not, please subscribe. That helps out this channel a lot. Have a good rest of your day or night, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.